Hi everyone, this week's Parsha is Parshat Pekudei, and this week we'll be concluding the book of Shemot, and skipping right to the end of this week's Parsha, we have what seems to be like somewhat of a conclusion to this book with the finishing of the building of the Mishkan, in which we seem to have two contradictory verses at the very end of this week's Parsha. So, I heard a beautiful Devar Torah from Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, who very eloquently picks apart a very simple Rashi and extracts such a beautiful meaning from it, which I'll try to explain in my own words right now. So, the Mishkan's finally built, the tabernacle. And we have this verse that says, great, it's done. There's this cloud now covering the Mishkan, which is emblematic of Hashem's presence there, Hashem's dwelling over the Mishkan amongst the Jewish people. Great. Now the following verse says, this cloud would now get up and move, and the Jews would follow the cloud in all of their journeys. So Rashi points out here that these two verses seem to be contradictory. On one hand, right, we're done, we finished building the Mishkan, Hashem is dwelling with the Jewish people, which is represented by this cloud, which is now over the Mishkan. But on the other hand, the Jews are still on a journey, and they keep following the cloud and the cloud keeps moving, and the Jews keep following it. So what's going on here? Are we on a journey? Are we not on a journey? Are we done? Are we not done? So Rabbi Sachs explains that something very beautiful, which is emblematic of the Jewish people as a whole, that if this cloud is the following of the cloud represents the Jews going on a journey. B'chol ma'aseihem is the phrase used in the Torah and all of their journeys, right? So following this cloud is the Jews going on a journey. Therefore, so too, even when the Jews set up their camps, the cloud then hovers over the Mishkan. Meaning, when the Jews even feel comfortable, they set up their camps, they're still on a journey. They're still following the cloud. So I think this is a very appropriate message to all of our lives, that really, until the coming of Mashiach, even with the coming of Mashiach, we're all on our own journeys in life, whether it be as a people, as a nation, as a whole, going back to the land of Israel, or on our personal journeys. And sometimes it may feel like we've settled and we're good, but we have to all be conscious that that cloud might just be sitting above us, and that we're still on a journey, that we're not pushing the cloud. So with that, I give everyone a bracha that we should be conscious of this, and that we should see the coming of Mashiach b'mhera b'yameinu. Shabbat shalom, everyone.